Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking about the Carter family. I am not a person who loves to talk about people's business, but this is in the media and this is open up to everyone. So I was a follower of Chrissy and the Carter family, so to speak. But I do not like the way how the mother is dealing with this situation about her daughter. This is her eldest daughter, and I think there is something logging behind why she cannot come out and defend her daughter. What mother could not come out and support their daughter when their daughter come and tell you that they are SA? Remember, that daughter didn't even come and tell her directly. Not judging, but probably she want to protect her family, or probably she is afraid of her family breaking apart, because that girl is a very smart girl. But for her mom to sit there and let social media drag her daughter through the mud, that is unacceptable and that is intolerable. So I don't know what she is thinking. I don't know what is going on. But however, she's not dealing with the situation in the right way. And we are here and we are not gonna stop talking because it hurts. It hurts really bad. And I am a mom of 3, and it hurts me to know that a mother would sit down and let her daughter being dragged through the mud like this. Do you not think about the implications of when that child gets older? Do you not think about it? You're in your 30s and there's no way that you don't have that knowledge and that experience of what you're seeing going on around you or in the world that tells you that whatever you're doing is wrong. I was in a situation before when I came to America here, and I have to leave. I have to run. It was unhealthy for my 2 girls. And although that person is married to me, and I feel like I owe him an obligation, I have to go. When things is not going right, you have to go. When you have children, it's not about you anymore. It's not about you anymore. You have to analyze the situation and see how much. Do you know how hard it is going to be for that little girl to go to school and to deal with her peers? Remember, that little girl didn't even tell you, the mom. She went and told her teacher. I believe her, and a lot of people believe her. I believe that girl. She is not lying. I believe her. I was in a situation already that things happened to me when I was small, but I didn't tell my mom. But those days were different. I was molested by one of my cousins, not penetrated or anything, but they actually touched me on my lady part. And I feel so guilty, like it's my fault. And I didn't even tell my mom until I was grown and have a child. Because my mom was a very serious woman. What she would do, no telling. I didn't tell her. And another thing happened to me when I was even grown and I came here to live in America. I went to look a job as a healthcare provider, and the person that is doing the interview touched me up here, and I left out of that interview the same time. I didn't tell my husband at the time I was married because I was scared he was gonna say it's my fault. That was how afraid of him I was. I was afraid that he said it was your fault. And I was afraid of him going there and doing something that can get him in trouble. So I didn't tell him either. But how are you going to feel? How are you feeling to know that you are going to bring back that accused inside of your home with your girl child? How are you going to feel? Just a question. Just a question for you, Chrissy. How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel good bringing that person inside of that home again? I don't care if it's him that owns the house or it's you. It doesn't matter. A lot of women are afraid to stand up for what is right. But just remember, you are not alone. But I have a feeling in the back of my head that you are going to protect that man down to the dirt. And that is going to be your demise. Because as you can see already, that man, he loves little girls. You know it. You know his ins and outs. You know his secret. You know what he's doing. But I don't know if you're afraid of him or something. You're afraid of losing what you have, but you won't be losing what you have because, Chrissy, a lot of people out here love you. But what you are doing now, a lot of people is turning away from you. Because I am turning away from you too. And I really like you, Chrissy. I really like you. But you are not doing your daughter any justice by not coming out and defend your daughter. Do you know how many people dragging your daughter through the mud? Make it look like your daughter is a liar? Your daughter is a bad person? But just remember, that little girl is growing up. In the next 2 years, you are going to regret it. Because right now, at the age where she is, I have a 17-year-old, I can tell you. When they reach a certain age, there's no holding back. And she's going to have her own platform and she's going to come out here in social media street and she's going to spill the tea. She's going to. She's very smart. She's a very smart girl. Can I ask a question? Where are the relatives of that little girl? Where is the grandmother? Where is the sisters? Where are your friends that used to come to your house? Are they just going to sit back and not tell you that what you are doing and condoning is wrong? Probably they spoke to you and probably they are silent and you know it and you feel it. But because of shame, you will sit there and you will condone what is going on. Just for the sake of money, for the sake of fame, of thinking what people will say about you. But the longer you stay, the longer you put up with this nonsense, it is going to take you a longer time to get out. Remember, it is going to hurt you in the long run. I am not asking you. I am telling you that. I have experience. When I was living with my husband in Fort Lauderdale, there was an incident that happened to my daughter and my husband. It wasn't any of that, but it was something that is violent. And you know, I was afraid of my husband. I was afraid of him. And my daughter said, Mommy, when we move, she come to me and said, Mommy, you didn't protect me. You didn't say I was right. But I said to her, I said, my daughter, forgive me because I was afraid. I was afraid of my husband. I was afraid of him. He's going to see this video. And he is in denial when you tell him. He always be in denial when I tell him the truth. I told him that I love you, but I am afraid of you. Why am I loving somebody and being afraid of them? He knows it. And my daughter came to me a couple times and I have to reassure her and tell her that I was always here for you, but I was scared. And I know that my ex is violent and he can snap. He can go from 1 to 1,000 in no time. So I didn't want him to retaliate. So I have to know what I am doing. They say when you hand in tiger mouth, you have to take your time and pull it out. You can't just zips and pull your hand out of a tiger's mouth. You have to take your time. And I think about it. I said, I didn't bring my 2 daughters here because I raised my kids well. Anybody who knows me knows that I raised my kids well. And their dad loved them really much. Their dad loved them. So I didn't want to bring my kids to America. And then something happened to them. So I have to know what I was doing. I have to know what I was doing. We out here, we know that that man is going to strike again. He is going to strike again. Because he is not accountable for what he's doing. And you does not hold him accountable. You didn't even come out and speak up for your daughter and remember with Shani. You come out and you talk about Shani and you defend yourself. So what about your daughter? This is your daughter. And you don't come out and defend her? Just remember, he is going to strike again. Once a thief, most times is always a thief. If you have a blackbird and you put white powder on that blackbird, he will dust it off and still be a blackbird. So, trying to sweep it under the rug, Chrissy, and try to cover it, that is not helping you. That is not helping him, and this is definitely not helping the children. Just remember, he is going to strike again. And when he strikes again, just remember, it is not going to be something that you want to deal with. Do the right thing. And Chrissy, we're watching you. I was one of your loyal supporters, and we're watching you. We're watching, and we're waiting. And I hope you can find it in your heart to come out and defend your daughter. I'm not a person who wants a big explanation, because I'm not a mixed-up person. But you need to come out and you need to defend your daughter, and you need to protect your daughter. Do the right thing. Because if you don't do the right thing, it is going to come back and it's going to bite you in your face. So make sure you find in your heart to come out, defend your daughter, and do what is right. Because we are watching, and we know that the little girl wasn't lying. We know it. We knew it. But guys, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until then, guys, I will see you in another video.